not, right? Because then they have to come in, they have to deal with you, right? Or they don't, because like I don't know how it works in Platinum stuff, but in Iron and Bronze, people are very focused on the kills, so they're not always looking at the map. So it's fun because I think that game, no, the game before that, they were so busy fighting the middle. I went up, I did this double split push and took 3 towers and opened up the rift, and then all of a sudden they went and they're all teleporting, right? So it's like wee.
That's basically how it works, because I remember, I don't know who it was, whether it was Nice or Arcadian, an older YouTuber, but they said that as you climb up the ranks, you usually get better at like things like map awareness and whatnot.
Right.
And as you start playing, you're mostly focused on the kills, so you can get a lead.
Howdy. How are you at GamerDad? How's life?
Right.
So that's why split push is very strong, like in lower elos, and why Yorick would he may just win by default because everybody's fighting, they're tunneling, they're not looking at the map, and even if you weren't doing good, nobody's gonna come stop you, so you just eventually win.
Well, it's interesting because I mean, kills can win games if you're fed, but with Yorick, kills don't really matter.
No, because he's technically like a super minion all the time.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
If nobody's stopping the super minion, you're just gonna win.
And off you go. So, and then so is that what makes Yorick different? Because I've tried to explain this to people. Whenever I play Yorick, I feel more like I'm playing chess, and everybody else is playing checkers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because mostly he doesn't have great team fight tools. If you're there, you're mostly there to like, you either throw an E and burst somebody out, and then you're just like, you're trying to wall somebody or finish somebody off, but you don't have the tools. That's why whenever I try to team fight, I usually just release Maiden, and then I act like I'm grouping.
Right.
I wall people. If I have some ghouls, I throw them, but then eventually I back off. But that's a habit because I used to play Malzar.
Right.
That's why how I play Yorick is like how I used to play Malzar. I just play around the pets and back off very often.
Sorry, I'm just reading some comments here. Yorick is this is from one of on my stream. Yorick is the only character in the game playing RTS, managing an army while everybody else is playing a MOBA. So, and then so what are okay? So you just mentioned it, like so because there was a team fight going that last game, and I'm like, if I rotate to that, I'm screwed. I got to take a chance top, right? Like, and then when do you rotate? Like, I think that's what you just explained though. Like when you rotate, you release the maiden, you go down and basically become kind of a support, right?
Yeah, practically. Okay. Sometimes if I do keep maiden with me, I make sure that before I group, I just walk to a side lane and I just recall and let maiden touch the wave. So there's like invisible ghouls in the lane. And usually you can't, unlike maiden, she has an icon on the map, but ghouls don't have that.
Right.
So nobody can notice it unless they actively move their camera and look.
Oh, so the ghouls are chewing and pushing the wave then?
Yeah, and if the ghouls are with the cannon minion and the cannon is being focused by the tower, the ghouls will actually not get targeted and they just get to melt the tower.
So you were just watching a game there and I made a mistake. The mistake was I sent the ghouls onto the Baron and I could have left at that point, right?
Yeah, you could have just left.
Why doesn't the or not the Baron, the dragon, why doesn't the dragon kill the ghouls? I don't get that.
Oh, that's because the ghouls have 50% damage reduction against monsters. But they also have 50% damage reduction against AoE attacks.
Okay.
So depending the dragon, they have more resistance.
Okay.
But the AoE can stack up and eventually kill them. But if it's water dragon, which attacks very slowly, even though it has AoE, it doesn't kill them.
Okay.
And if it's wind dragon, it attacks very fast, but the attacks are weak. So usually only one ghoul is being focused.
Oh, okay.
So those two are like the easiest for the ghouls to focus because mountain AoE and fire AoE are stronger. So eventually they will all die.
So I bring this up because somebody in my chat had told me about it because I wasn't there, I didn't see it. But so this is something you did, right? You hit the dragon with the ghouls, you released the maiden and sent them top, and you went bot. You did you were doing a triple attack basically.
Yeah, I did a triple. I don't remember the full context of that game, but I remember I wasn't doing pretty well, but my team was.
Right.
So before the dragon started, I remember I just released maiden mid.
Okay. Oh, mid. Okay.
And then I walked towards the dragon.
Right.
But I didn't fully attack it, and then I attacked it, and I just went bottom.
Nice.
And since my team grouped up with maiden, which usually I like that to happen. Like
I like that too. Yeah.
Because nobody's gonna actively focus maiden in a team fight.
No.
If Yorick's not there, so she gets to like deal free DPS like an invisible character.
Okay, cool.
And that actually helps.
Okay, so I've been coached a few times. So what you want to play a draft game and then we can talk about the game, or what you want me to go into rank? What do you want to do?
Honestly,
I'm in iron, so it doesn't matter, bro.
Then maybe just hop in rank then, and then
Ranked
as you play, I'll give you tips and tricks basically on what you can do or what I noticed you did.
See, I would like that a lot. So, because I've seen different people coach and stuff, and I think coaching is kind of. Oh, before we do that though, I noticed that you know, on your Twitter and everything else, you are, you know, it says 5 million Yorick posting educational content. So you post content for Yorick and Alawi on YouTube and Twitch.
It's mostly Yorick because I don't post mostly on.
Okay.
I don't post a lot of Alawi videos, but it's mostly on Yorick.
Right.
Because most of it's like I'm talking sometimes, but it's all from my VOD. But the thing I add in my videos, I add like tips that just pop up and that tells you what I was doing right, what I was doing wrong, and what was the game plan.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So I do follow you. So
yeah, because I don't always talk clear. So for people that don't understand English, maybe it's easier for them to read as well.
Okay, cool. Well, I know I speak 2 languages, English and bad English, so you know it can be problematic, especially when I get excited and then I talk fast, right? So because I don't know if you know this, I'm a college prof, right? So I get a lot of international students, and I have to remind myself to slow down, and then I teach them to raise one finger if they didn't understand or hear what I said, because they're very polite and they don't want to say, hey, I didn't, you know, because I get excited about IT, right? So I'll see somebody in the back raise their finger, and I will go back and repeat what I said and try and slow down, right? So
yeah, because it kind of makes sense. The better you are at a language, you start to speak very fast, and for newer ones or newer learners of the language, it's hard for them to understand.
Well, you're an island boy, so I got to tell you this though. Just before we start, I went on vacation with a buddy. We went down to Barbados. Yeah. And I was hanging with my buddy, and we were down at the fish market, and these 2 guys were arguing by a boat. And they're speaking really fast and a heavy accent and everything. And my buddy goes, "What the hell are you talking about?" I go, "Well, that guy there is mad because he borrowed his screwdriver and didn't give it back, and the other guy's mad because he didn't call his sister." Like I could understand what was going on, you know what I mean? So, and he's like, "What the hell?" You know. And then my father-in-law, he's passed away, but he was Jamaican, right? So he would get really excited, and then he'd go, "Understand me, man?" I go, "No, I don't understand you. You got to slow down, man." Oh man, and he'd suck his teeth. It was hilarious. All right, so sorry, go ahead.
In our island, because we're a Dutch colony.
Oh wow!
But most of our are like African or Arawakan descent. Arawakan is just like an indigenous tribe from Latin America. So most of our are either like Black and Spanish. So because we have a lot of immigrants, we all speak at least Papiamento, which is our native language.
Okay.
Yeah, Papiamento, and we speak Dutch because that's where our documentations go. And then because we have a lot of Spanish immigrants, we also learn Spanish. So I know 4 languages just by default because of course I know English as well.
Yeah, and I'm up here. Every time I go to Europe, I go, I'm trash, man. I speak like 1 language and a little bit of French. So so the other thing, just before we start, is you actually you do coaching?
No. I usually just help my viewers that if they ask me anything in Discord, I just always help them. I did it once, but it was mostly through a VOD.
Okay, cool.
But
well, I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me today, man. So.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I pushed the button. I'm gonna go. Okay, so I always go lethal. I'm not confident enough yet to do different builds, and in my elo, I find lethal just pays off. You know what I mean? Because it pokes down.
It makes no sense.
It just shreds everybody. The ghouls proc, the comet. How do you feel about me just running lethal?
That's fine, to be honest, because whenever I give somebody advice, I try to give them in general, because the builds, it just depends how you like to play.
Okay, all right.
Makes sense for your elo.
Didn't I just see a tweet from you like all build? There was a tweet from you that said like all builds are working.
Pretty much, they're all working. Like I have people that some of them go attacks Yorick with Kraken Slayer and Fork, which I never tried.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh my god. So you're a blender. You're a blender.
Pretty much, and so some of them go full AP actually.
Right. Okay. Yeah, everybody's talking about the AP. They're saying the AP build is a bit of a troll build, but so you can see this is pretty standard Yorick build. The only thing is I usually go Gathering Storm because near the end of the game I get stronger, right? And then I just chew towers, right?
Yeah, that one makes sense. For me, I usually take Scorch because Yorick's early is weaker. So with the Scorch and Comet, I just use their early base damage to like poke people out a bit more often. Gathering Storm, it isn't bad.
So that's what I didn't know, because I like to try. I don't quite get a kill. Do you find Scorch is worth more than the Gathering Storm? Because I'm gonna get stuff from the, you know what I mean? It's kind of a thirsty rune.
It's kind of like risky, because like Yorick is weak early and he scales already, but his scaling is not always guaranteed. So I usually just take Scorch to like make sure I'm poking the enemy more in lane.
Okay.
Because the Scorch will fall off, and since our pets scale per level, Maiden scales per level.
I would have got a kill a couple times there with that Scorch. So okay, so we're gonna switch that, which is great. So I take Mana Flow because I suck at mana management, and Transcendence is okay.
Transcendence, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's usually what I take as well.
And then I get the boots, and I love the biscuits, man. You know what happens sometimes is I'll forget because I'm talking to stream, and suddenly I'll go to play an Urgot game, and my runes are still Yorick, right? And but I've won games as Arcane Comet Urgot because you're just poking everybody down. It's hilarious, man.
Arcane Comet. You know what the funny thing is? When I used to play Urgot very often, I just played him with Comet.
Did you really?
Because back then his W wasn't the first thing you maxed, because it didn't have the toggle.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, back in the day.
You max Q first, so you basically poke them out and then all in them.
That's hilarious.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then actually the other day I did it in reverse. I played Yorick, but I was running Urgot's Ruin, PTA and stuff, and I was just chewing this guy up because
it actually works, because when you proc it, each damage you have, because you have pets, you're constantly procking it, so you see too much value from it.
Like ding, 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 right?
Exactly.
Well, actually, the other thing I noticed, because I just changed my runes on Goliath, or sorry, on Urgot because of Goliath Games. You know him?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, he's great. Because it was a cutback, I think that was the rune. Where does cut down, where it does like 8% if they're over 50%. And every time I poke somebody, who's like gook, gook, gook. You know what I mean? It was. I'm like, what the hell? This is awesome.
It's kind of like low-key broken, because as long as the enemy is healthy, they're gonna take extra damage, which is always
a good thing, right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to quit vaping, so the process is to lower my nicotine account, but it's put me in a bit of a twitchy mood, and then I've got this like 3 milligram stuff, so I do apologize. If you're watching this, this is a Vicks inhaler.
It's not what you think.
It's not what you think. Okay. Well, you were just watching that game I played, and I mean I was behind for a long time. Was I doing like what was your general vibe of my Yorick, even when I'm losing?
I think a lot of times when you start to fight, you have to you go in, but then you wall off, and you need to like back off and see what the enemy will try to do when they're stuck.
Okay, trying to assess this. Okay, right.
Yeah, like when you were fighting the Morgana, you can get close to Morgana, but the moment you do, she's gonna like ult you. So then you back off and just leave her inside the cage. But sometimes if you're fighting an 80 carry, then that's like not an option, or an auto attacker,
right?
Because they're the only ones you need to like actively be on top of, because they're gonna stay in range to DPS. Because
they're gonna be happy about that, right?
Exactly. And we will not be happy, so we need to run.
We would not be happy. Okay, cool. Okay, and then I ban Aurelio because oh good, I don't ADC. So this is classic. This is classic low elo. So
oh yeah, but that's jungle too, so that's
we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Says bro, I don't ADC. Yeah, do now.
It's kind of funny because back then in season 4, nobody could choose their role, so everybody had to kind of know how to play everything.
Oh, I've heard people talk about that.
Yeah. It's kind of like blind pick, so yeah.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So you have to. Well, actually, sorry. I'm scrolling. This couple of weeks ago, I was on. I was working my way up to B1 before all the sadness happened, and then then I was going for bronze 3. I needed 1 win, and I got autofilled Urgot jungle and crushed it. Just crushed it. And
Urgot jungle is way more fun than Urgot top. I don't know why, but when I play them jungle very often.
Wait, Urgot?
Yeah, because this W deals a lot of damage to the monsters, because they
buffed
it
2
seasons ago.
Yeah, well, if you can get, I run Swifty boots, and then if you can get to level 9 so you can toggle, and then you get Tiamat, that's it. I had the clear
Pretty
down
much.
to like a minute. It was ridiculous. It was like a 105 or something like that. And you know, a fast Urgot is terrifying.
Especially if you take something like water walking and you're just zooming through the jungle. Not jungle, but like the river, the dragon.
Okay, here we go. Now, I always start Q. I've started E and W, or just not taking anything. Like, do you always start the same thing, or you wait to see what's going on?
I usually always start my E because...
E?
Yeah, because you usually, in my elo, they know that Yorick is very weak at the beginning, like kind of like Nasus, because Nasus also just usually starts Q.
Right.
So depending who I'm fighting, they will just look to all in me because I only have my Q and I actively want to just get my graves, and they usually would win.
Right.
So because of that, I just start E and I CS with E at the beginning, and then I get Q.
What was his name? I got in a TikTok, one of those TikTok tournaments or whatever. I was playing against. Damn it, I can't remember his name. He's a really good Yorick. And
JP Poppins.
Yeah, it was Poppins. Yeah, it was Poppins.
Yeah,
and level 2, I almost killed him. And then I proxied him. So later we were talking. He goes, "I didn't know you knew how to proxy." I'm like, "Damn, Skippy, bro, you're not touching nothing, man."
I think I remember that game because I was watching and he was losing his mind fighting you.
Yeah. And then I made one mistake and it was all over. But it was like, you know, it was like if I'd killed him there, that would have been like highlight of the tournament for me. All right, this is great. I think we're fighting a Mordekaiser.
Yeah.
But it's okay at this elo if I start Q because they don't push hard on me. They don't proxy. They don't, you know what I mean? And then once I get the ghouls, then it's all over, right? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. That's what we up for. Oh, the stream ended. I think because it just loads in the other thing.
Yeah. It would go black and then it'll probably come back up.
Yeah.
Let me know if it doesn't.
Okay, I'll wait.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. I've got a vape cam face. There you go. Nope, that face. There we go. Where is? That's not it. That's not it. That wasn't it. Oh, here it is. There. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Somebody's asking, is grasp useless on Yorick? Hey, Asden. Wait, what do you mean?
HP?
Right.
The lower you are in HP, the more healing your Q is gonna give you. So since grasp also heals you, now the rune is like better because HP is now useful on Yorick, mostly for the healing.
I forget that Q heals you. Can you see the game? Can you see the game?
No, actually.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go somewhere safe. I'm just gonna put a ward down and go to my tower and see if we'll play with Discord, okay? Because that won't help you otherwise.
One good thing that even I forget to do is sometimes when you're trading, you should try to queue at the end of the trade because you're not gonna get a chance to queue twice. Because at the end of the trade, you lost the most HP, and then the healing will be stronger, but the damage of the queue remains the same.
Can't tell which screen I should share. I've got it too far away here. Hang a second. Share screen. Oh, it's this one here.
I should say like League client something.
Hang on, I'll just move this over here. It just said League, so.
Yeah, it works. I see it.
Okay, cool. All right, we're good. All right, now I can see chat too. This is great. Grasp is okay, cool. And by the way, chat, I'm just going to tell you because I'm mostly focused on talking to camps here. If I'm not reading chat, I apologize. All right, by the way, this is my second favorite skin, and mostly because it does this. That kick-ass bass riff.
That's actually how I like my skins, depending which one has the better recall or music.
Oh yeah, it's funny. Well, I started playing Rumble because of that one skin, the rocket skin or whatever it is.
So it's Galaxy one.
Yeah. It's awesome. I'm like, okay, I got to start playing that champ. So I'm just being careful here. Okay, just avoid that. I'm gonna up my volume a little bit so I can hear more. Can you hear okay?
Yeah, I can hear okay. This LED, I have to look at it later.
He wants to grab me, I can tell.
Because on
got
my
it.
end it's slow motion, so like,
okay.
I'll see it.
Oh, I just got a pentakill, man. No, okay. It's slow motion on the Discord?
Yeah, I think maybe I'll just even though it's gonna be slightly delayed, I may just do
the game.
Yeah, I'll probably just look at it on.
Well, it might be on my end because I got so much going on, right? I got OBS going on. I got.
Yeah. It would make sense if it was slightly lag then.
Well,
let me do it with them.
I totally like overkill on this computer I built here, so it should be able to handle all of this, and then some. Sorry, I got. Oh, got the cannon. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, and I mean, the other thing you can do is just a suggestion is oh, I missed that. You know, if you keep track of the time and something happens at a certain time, because I can always load the VOD up, right?
Yeah. There we go.
Are you seeing it, or you got it on the stream?
Yeah, I'm seeing it now.
On Discord or
on Twitch?
Oh, okay.
It doesn't seem like the delay is too big.
I get that a lot. There we go. I find I have to play a couple of games and then my my E is a little more bang on, you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm just watching the jungle. Who's there jungle? Oh.
I don't even remember.
Senjuin.
There we go.
He's gonna try and grab me. I'm gonna screw him with a W in a second.
One thing you could try to do is against very immobile characters is at level 5 and 4.
Okay.
You can look to like put an additional point into your wall.
Oh, you think it's worth it?
Yeah, because later on, if you trap him, he's stuck in there for longer.
Right. You know what Yorick Urgot used to just kill Yorick, and then they changed it so that you actually had to auto attack the wall because his W's would just take it out, right?
Yeah. That's usually how the matchup goes. It's like up and down depending which one.
Who's got the initiative, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how am I doing so far in my laning?
Not too bad, to be honest. Because the Mordekaiser, he could be more aggressive, but he's getting poked out. So you're putting like the stomp on him. Because sometimes, even if you find like a counter pick, if you act confident and the enemy messes up, they're just gonna start to play back.
Right.
Because luckily, not everybody like one trick a specific character.
No.
So sometimes they'll just pick something just to counter.
Especially at this. So let's talk about that. You play like. He's getting really aggressive. Oh, really?
Oh, be careful.
I get out.
He's 6 already. If he does ult you, you have to. Oh no, you're out of mana.
Got him.
But you usually, if he ults you,
I tagged him. I tagged him. What's that? I did. Yeah, but I had no mana, so yeah. I had no mana on that one. So.
Oh, Q him.
Hmm.
I know. Oh, got him. Nice.
Yeah, I got him. I got him. So it's okay. That's a fair trade. I'll take that.
But usually when Mordekaiser ults me, that's when I wall him.
So I was just gonna say, because I have a whole pile of bids of basically me beating Mordekaiser, but it's I've got my Swifty boots. I wall him. I run around in circles. He cries, and it's over, and it's all over, right?
Yeah. Sometimes if they flash over the wall, all you really have to do is like walk around the wall. Then, like you're playing Ring Around the
Rosie. Okay, yeah, okay. Exactly. Man, he was really greedy for that kill, eh?
He was. I think it's because he ghosted. He's like,
I'm committed.
Like all or nothing. Though.
He's committed. Oh, I forgot to put the. Okay, I'll put the next one into the W. There you go. That's my favorite thing to do. There you go. I gotta get some. I gotta get some vision. My guys are down here. That's going okay. See, that's what I like. I'm not even. I got nothing going on there, and he's proccing. You know what I mean?
It's beautiful. They even made it a few seasons ago, so Comet is better on Yorick. It wasn't on purpose, though. Yeah.
Oh, it just worked out that way.
Yeah, because they basically made it so like abilities lower the cooldown of it, and they made Yorick's pets count as abilities. So each time they auto attack, they lower a comet's cooldown. Oh, one thing you can do as you do Scuttle is you can just hit the grubs, and then if they chase you, you can walk away.
Oh, I'm gonna die here.
As they die, you can get for grubbies from it.
Hey, everybody's here. Oh no. Maybe not on this one. Nope. Well, the whole team came to say hi. What the hell was that, man?
I think they all just moved because they wanted the grubbies.
Yeah, but see, but look, then they should be. It's like, well, I'm not gonna. Sometimes I feel bad because I want to ping and say, hey, look, if I just drew 4 people to me, go do something. Like, look, they're kind of chasing them. You know what I mean? It'd be better to go take an objective and like. I don't mind dying for the horde. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's too bad I got caught out there. So oh well.
It's honest, but you usually not everybody is looking at the map. So
No.
usually you have to either spam ping them. But one thing that works very well is instead of pinging the objective, I ping the objective and then I run the ping over the person I want to pay attention.
Oh yeah. Okay, I started doing that with like instead of pinging I ping for help and then I ping the person. I'm like, yo, dude, get over here, right? And
Exactly.
and I've also noticed that my elo occasionally I ping the jungler and then ping the situation and then they go, oh yeah, free gank, cool. These ults should be up, right?
The only bad thing is they made it so you can't ping people. So you can like ping them, but they won't see it unless they just did an action like a kill or an assist.
But you can ping next to them though, right? That's what I do.
Yeah. That's usually how I play it out.
So
what? Now Maiden is.
Was that the last game I got it? Yeah, the last game I got it. So there's a move I really like, and it's hard to do, but it's, you know when you got a full complement of ghouls, and then you E somebody, and then you bring your maiden up. You bring your maiden up.
Yes.
And then so you get.
That's basically one of the only combos that Yorick has. But it's very nice.
Yeah, it's like pretty sweet when it happens.
One thing you can also do is, even if you don't have Maiden, you can, if you eat the enemy, if they walk away, you can just look to like queue more minions because they're most likely killing the ghouls and then more ghouls will jump.
Oh yeah, okay. So every time you kill one, they'll come, right? What's going on here? 4 to 6. Okay, nice. Just type them a letter in chat, somebody says. Oh, I just missed it. I almost got him there. I almost got him. That's good that he's backing off, though, which means I get a free back, right?
The disrespect.
He's right back. So I'm just going to let that wave push and leave. Is that a good idea?
Yeah, as long as you push it mostly all the way and it's under the enemy tower, it's fine.
Oh, he's going to suck up this second wave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? No?
He kind of pushed the wave to himself, so now the wave is definitely going under tower, so it's fine. Usually as well, not everybody is patient, so they'll actually just start pushing by default.
Well, hopefully it bounces back to me. I don't know if I lost any CS there, though.
One thing you can do is, like, if somebody tries to, like, freeze on you, and you walk back to lane, but you do have Maiden, is you walk to lane, and then you turn your back, and Maiden will then attack the wave. And she's like, you're acting as if she's a ranged character. So she can, like, touch the wave and push it.
Really?
And that usually breaks it, yeah. And even if the enemy runs to Maiden to try to attack her, if they have like an AoE attack like Trinamir,
I'm trying to figure that out.
As they do it, they will attack your wave by default, and then that will pin out the wave. And because of that, it's gonna become easier for the wave to just come back to you.
How'd you like that move?
Beautiful. He just ghosted out fully.
Yeah. People will say like, why isn't this character doing that? Why isn't more doing that? Like, hey, dude, it's Iron.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Although
you basically have to feel out how smart the enemy is or how much.
Yeah. Well, I'll play games and I'm like, I'm playing against somebody, and I go, this guy's not Iron, like 100% not Iron.
Yeah. That's usually the difference, because sometimes I fight Jacks, and if they're really good, they know how to trade and avoid my wall. But if they do not know, I can just beat them or go even.
Right. But then I'll be playing against somebody who's clearly iron. I'm like, okay.
And just do exactly what you want.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna W this guy when he comes out.
One thing you can probably do very consistently is, because the Grefs spawn at 6 minutes, and you usually get your ult at 6 minutes, if you manage to push them in, or they just freezing... Let me wait for this.
Sorry, man, I got a lot of stuff going on here. Keeping them busy. I'm gonna lose my maiden out of this, though.
Hopefully not. The fun thing about the Grefs is, as the smaller one dies, you always have more ghouls. So it's very fun to fight there as Yorick.
Sorry. We just came in out of nowhere. Hey, man.
There you go. You're just getting around though. So Grubs is really fun to do because you will just always have like a few of ghouls.
There we go. Got it. Good. I'm going back here. Whew, jeez, sorry. Little tense there. Somebody wanted to be the hero.
Oh, got him. Nice.
Oh, got him.
Very long Grubs, right?
Woo, baby.
Nice.
Clearly, I'm just playing better because you're here. Oh, you know what?
I see that you're implementing the advice I said like earlier, where you like mostly play like Malzahar and you keep your distance and see what the enemy does.
It seems to be safer, that's for sure. I don't know if I can pull this off, but well, everybody's pretty busy. Check this out though. I spam, like I panic spam. You know what I mean? And then so the maiden goes for a little walk, and I'm like, oh, where's my maiden, man?
Oh wait, you don't have to wall the rift.
So I spam W by accident all the time.
Oh,
I got big fingers.
I see what you mean. I can relate to that, to be honest, because I usually play on a laptop, and now I have a separate keyboard, but because I play on a laptop, I always misclick, and sometimes I release Maiden, and I'm like, oops. But it happens. But one fun fact why Yorick does a Rift very fast is because when Rift attacks you, it gives you a debuff that makes you do like half your damage to it.
Sorry.
But since Yorick has pets, his pets will have the debuff instead of him. So he gets to shred the Rift Herald quicker than anybody else in the game because he never has to deal with a debuff.
Dude, the like now I used to steal. Well, you know what we're gonna do.
No.
Time to go for a ride, bro. Choo-choo!
Bro, I swear, Rift Herald is the best thing they ever.
Oh, jeez, I missed. I missed. Can I actually hit this one?
Hope so.
Okay, we're going back to the other one. Sorry! I've done that so many times, I miss. It's hilarious. And then she just comes up and hits it. I totally screwed. That's too bad. That would have been much more dramatic.
It honestly happens to the best of us because that even happened to me, and I was very close to the tower. I was like,
I went all the way through bot lane, came out the other side the other day. You know what I mean? Anyways, okay, there we go. And I'm like, okay, what happened? Like, if you just barely miss it, it's like, see how I keep just like I spam and then my W goes right. So, okay, well. Okay, I'm out of here because I don't know anybody.
Isn't a more thing to put your W down.
So look. Okay, so they're down there, so. It's good. This is good for me.
I guess we just keep going then. If they don't show up.
Well, they're chasing each other. So what I say about Yorick? You ever watch Shrek?
Shrek, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, some of you may die, but it's a price I'm willing to pay.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we just take the whole tower then.
I guess we will. That was nice of them.
As long as they don't pay attention, we will just focus on the game.
What I forget about, though, is that if I go under tower and... I almost got the tower. That's pretty... Oh, we got it. We got it. Nice, nice. Is that, you know, like, when your ghouls are running at somebody?
Yeah.
There we go. If they're doing damage, you take damage from the tower.
That's...
You know what I'm saying? Like if I go...
in one case, it can be annoying, but in another case, you can use it like for me in top lane, sometimes I throw my ghouls on the tower on purpose, and if the enemy runs away, I slightly walk into the tower range, and when it aggroes me, I walk out, and that's gonna keep the ghouls alive. I just released the maiden. A moment longer.
I don't know if it's a good idea, but because
YOLO.
Oh, working.
Sometimes I release her just to see what happens because there may not be a downside to it, really.
Well, some people give me heck, and I'm like, you know, maiden's like pretty OP, man.
Pretty strong.
Got him. Jax is low. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave because I don't see anybody else. This is my new thing. Yeah, if I can't see them, so here's the rule. If just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you, right? Okay, wait a minute. Do I get it? Oh, okay. And I'm gonna take...
Have you tried the build where you go like items that make the ghouls push a bit faster?
No, I have not.
Like with Static Shiv or Hollow Radiance?
Oh my god, with that Static Shiv, really? See, I was trying to play Static Shiv on Urgot, but I couldn't quite figure it out. Static Shiv, really? So can you explain how that works?
Yorick. It works on Yorick because the passives on both items just say when you kill a unit, for Static it zaps the wave, and for Hollow Radiance it does a purple explosion.
Sorry, I was killing that little guy there.
So in this game, since they have a lot of AP with Veigar and Bonk, poor Veigar, with Veigar and Mordekaiser, you can basically just go Hollow, and whenever the ghouls kill a minion, they'll basically have like a Tiamat explosion.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to try that now.
So if you just release the ghouls or just have them push a lane,
yeah,
they can actually like push faster than normal.
Really?
And if you have both items, they're just gonna delete the whole wave. Now for me, I usually buy only one, but there are strategies where you actually buy both of them together, and it's actually funny.
Really? Okay, that's starting to sound like my new late game item. Well, that's what I like about Yorick, because the ghouls proc everything, right?
Yeah, they're basically proc. They proc every spell effect, which is a lot of things in the game, honestly.
Well, this is why I like the lethal build, right? Sorry, I'm spamming. See that? Just with you in my ear, I'm just killing everybody.
I guess we have to just be the guiding voice.
Yeah. That's all I need. We're good. Look, you guys.
Your turret has been destroyed.
You guys need to deal with that. I'm gonna keep pushing right now. So this general rule of thumb is opposite lane, right?
If they're practically like if the dragon is up, you go top, and if the dragon is not up, you just go bottom if Baron is up.
They're team fighting, so they're probably gonna rotate on. Nope, there's okay. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna YOLO it.
One thing I sometimes do is whenever I release Maiden before Dragon specifically, I release her like specifically, not exactly, but like 42 seconds right before the dragon spawns.
42 seconds.
And exactly at your inhibitor tower. Because exactly right there, whenever the fight starts, Maiden will be exactly right next to the dragon.
See, I just released her there.
Oh. I mean, she's gonna get it.
Well, I also find that she's pretty awesome at like saving my life, right?
Yeah. People actually just ignore her very often.
Yeah, which is great, right? So, but like if I'm getting pinched or whatever, okay, I think that was pretty successful. I get 17 seconds before Mord comes back. This is kind of risky, but you know, okay, whatever. I'm gonna leave now. Gotta go. Okay, that was a gamble. I knew I should leave. But you know, I kept everybody busy. Somebody's asking the following question: is Yorick hard to play? So my theory is that you have to play Yorick very different than every other champ. What do you think about that?
It's practically the same because Yorick, he doesn't specifically have. He doesn't have like something specific like Akali, like we have to do a lot of combos, but he's not the same as any other champion because you have to learn basically how your pets work, and that's not always on the wiki, or it doesn't tell you.
And but so Yorick though is all about macro though, right? Am I wrong here?
Yeah, he's all about macro. You don't have a lot of mechanical outplays you can do outside of walling somebody and just watching them die.
Yeah, my stream just called me out. My stream just called me out because that's the biggest problem in Iron is overstaying, which is exactly what I just did, right? So
exactly. I should have told you to leave, but honestly, if you killed him, it could have gotten better.
Yeah, well, it would have been great. Good TikTok, but see, look. Sorry. I'm trying to remind them the bot lane is folding while they're goofing around. What? Oh. Oh, that's not good for me. Sorry. I was trying to... Ah, I'm dead.
Oh, no.
Not quite. I went, oh yeah, I got a flash. Cool. I'll just leave now. Meanwhile, up in the back of the ranch, they're experiencing some problems. There's some technical... I cannot buy anything, but that's okay. Okay.
One thing that I like to do whenever I do get an inhibitor is I release Maiden,
right?
Like with the super minions, because whoever has to go stop that now has to fight Maiden and that, and then I go the opposite way.
That's what I was just thinking to do, but I got Vayne up top because what I was thinking of doing was trying to see how they got 2 up there, so I'm just gonna go for my tower, and then hopefully I can release Maiden, and I got my TP coming up, so then I can go bot or somewhere. But so yeah, so okay, so well, especially with I see what you're saying though with the inhibitor, because then you got super minions plus okay. So I get kills when that happens. Like if you release the Maiden, they think, oh, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, because you usually they'll tunnel vision on Maiden, and then
there you go.
You'll just
the
minions will attack them, like the ghouls and the super minions, and usually they'll just die. And because you're actually going lethality, they'll actually be slowed, so they can actually walk away.
So I got pushy there because I'm like, I got pushy there. So I should have just left it and backed off, which is the idea. I sometimes get a little pushy. Oh, they got a double kill. See, so what I noticed is if my game is going well, I will get cocky, and then I die. Right?
That's the thing that I try not to do. Not specifically get cocky, but like if I get a lead, I try to just disappear on the map because people are very kill centric. So if you have a bounty or they notice you're getting a lot of kills, they actively now want to kill you. So you're not invisible to them. So the split push becomes harder because you're actively doing good.
Okay.
Because now you're on their radar. That's kind of why, if you notice, sometimes it's easier to win the game when you started the game poorly or you were just even. You weren't like a factor in the beginning.
Especially with Yorick.
Yeah. But if you become a factor, everybody just wants to kill you. Because like, he has to shut down or we have to stop him because now they know that you actually like exist. Otherwise they just ignore you.
Okay, I'm gonna go here.
Oh, be careful. Luckily he is running.
Oh, I mean,
usually,
so he didn't come around and kill me, right?
Yeah, because your wall is usually the only thing that's keeping you safe.
When can you solo the Baron now? Because I used to be able to do it with like 3 items, sometimes 2 items. I don't know now.
The thing is, it's different for lethality because you're usually more squishy. But for me, because I have way more bruiser items, my ghouls are tankier, so it takes longer for them to die. So usually at least at 3 items-ish, it should be possible.
See how they're pulling up on me? You can tell.
But you also need to be at least level 13-ish.
What level am I?
You're 14 at the moment, but you have to be level. You have to be that level and also have 3 items-ish.
Okay, this is for science. I only got 2 items, right? So
now you technically should be able to, but the game is.
I got Jax.
Yeah. I mean, if you can ping them and do it, it should be fine. But I think.
See, Poppy's pushing for the tower, and
as long as they don't know you, you should be fine. Because even if the Mordecai just takes the inhibitor, it doesn't matter for us because we can just push the wave with.
Yeah, I don't think I would. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to take this by myself, but.
One thing when you're doing the Baron is if the Baron starts to hurt you, you back off for a little bit, and then the Baron will attack the ghouls, and then the focus is not on you.
Right.
And then it's easier to just go back in on it.
Uh-oh. I got trouble in paradise here.
Trouble in Paradise. Oh, remember, if you want to try out Hollow or Static after your Sky.
Oh, I want to try Static. This sounds like fun. I'll do it. I don't even care if I win. That just sounds like too much fun.
Yeah, you can build Static then.
Ah, run away.
Oh no.
I released the maiden though. That should keep everybody busy.
It should.
Thanks for saving me, bro. See, this is what I just like. Like, okay, I want to try Static. So, Static. Is it a good? Is this a good one to do right now? Do you think?
I think it's better you do Hollow in this case because
Wait.
they have actually a lot of AP.
What's Hollow?
It's like Sunfires. You look for Bammy Cinder or Cowl.
Bammy.
Hollow Radiance.
Hollow.
It's like,
oh, okay. I've never used this.
Yeah, it's basically the magic resist version of Sunfire game.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know about this. Look at that. It was worth just driving to Acton now. Okay, that's great. So.
It's usually weaker than Sunfire, but its power is that it has way more wave clear.
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
Let me see if I can make this better here.
Everybody's dead. Sorry, got a lot going on here. I love how eventually the maiden is so tough that you can just send her down a lane and she kills somebody.
Practically the most fun thing ever. But you know, a few years ago when you were attacking a tower, if after the ghouls died, the tower would just attack maiden. So it was very hard to just be a split pusher because you have to back off to save maiden. But now it's a bit easier. Oh, be careful. Remember, try to play Yorick like as if your mouths are. You can get in close, but then you don't have to be fully in the fray. Because Yorick is the few Juggernaut that he doesn't have a lot of AoE attacks. So you can get closer, but the moment you die...
Ah, jeez, I'm getting a little too brave here. That one did it. That'll do it. Whee! Choo-choo!
Get him.
Nice protecting him. That was good protect. Bot lane is not looking very good right now. What's Poppy doing? Poppy. Okay, I can deal with that. I'll go buy. There we go. Okay, I think I was pinging there. Everybody's just like really excited about doing something else. Hang on, I want to work on the static shiv. So what's that called? Hollow? What's it called again? Hollow Radiance. I like this thing. Let's see how it works out. Because I'm constantly like, I need something MR, but I don't want to build, you know, the standard sort. Oh, there we go. The standard kind of thing. Oh, geez. Everybody's showing up. Go talk to him, maiden. Oh, jeez. Oh, they just got me on the edge there. Alright, go say hi to him for me. No! 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 I don't think I can live through this. Run! Oh, no. That's too bad. Everything was going great till then. Well, mind you, it's... Okay, that was a game where... How many times have I died? 5 times. So I'm 4v5. So this game, it's 40 to 16. This is what happens in Iron. I just find it goes one way or the other. Even though if I got an impact or not, it's just like too many deaths. Like Mordekaiser didn't kill me 11 times. I don't know who he killed 11 times, but it wasn't me. Are you still there? Did I lose you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hang on a second. Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no problem. Okay. Scared me.
There we go.
Report Teemo. Okay, we'll report Teemo.
That wasn't too bad though. That's basically just you did your part, but the team somewhat fell apart. But it happened.
I'm Iron 2, bro.
Oh no.
Demoted. It's okay. Okay, so let's talk about that. I didn't know about the, what's it, Hollow Radiance? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Hollow Radiance.
Okay. So I mean, I did some good moves, but what do I need to improve on? What would have more impact? You know what I mean? I mean, I got lucky making that call. Plus, you were in my ear, so I was like kicking the snot out of people. It was hilarious.
I would say mostly sometimes whenever I seen that the enemy is pushing a lot,
right?
That's when I take advantage of it. But if they come to me, like when you were inside the base and you took the inhibitor,
right?
It was good that you took the first or second Nexus Tower to half, but it's better to just leave and then immediately you go to the opposite side to like keep on the pressure.
Oh,
because
okay.
the problem with Yorick is the moment you die, the pressure is gone and the enemy they're like free to do
whatever
they want exactly.
Right. Okay.
But if you recall and then maybe you release Maiden like bottom with the supers, like I said, and you go the opposite way, now you're controlling what the enemy will do, because then you can just chill bottom. If somebody shows up, you can just leave, and then you know that somebody eventually will either die to Maiden,
right,
or that nobody is gonna be there. And then if you have TP, you can just TP to push with Maiden. Like if somebody left because you're about to die, and you either end the game that way, or you just push bottom and play the pressure, because now you know somebody has to be top, and you're bottom, and then it's like a, how do you say this? Like a 6v5. Because Maiden counts as an additional champion now.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, exactly. Well, what you're describing is kind of, and I know that when I play well, I do that. I call that whack-a-mole, because they're playing where's Yorick, right?
Exactly.
I mean, some teams rotate better on that, but so what am I doing well? What am I doing else to improve? What's your overall consensus and on lethal and that kind of stuff?
I think your poke was very good. I think, of course, the spamming thing, I guess that'll get bit better through time, because if you do it in the early game, your W mana is actually very high, like 70.
I'm really bad at it. I'm really, really bad at it. My chat gives me crap all the time, and I don't mean to do it, but it just kind of happens. This is my big fat hands, right? So, okay.
Luckily, later on, it isn't as effective, but in the beginning, it can screw you over. Like the first time the Mordekaiser ulted you,
if I'd had,
because your mana was low, you weren't able to like wall them, and then you had to like flash. And it's kind of hindsight, but like, let's say something else happened. If you did have your flash or ignite or ghost, you could have done something else at the grubs later on.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the one thing as well is usually it's fine to have like 2 damage items, but after 2, if you're very ahead, your third item should be like something situational, like something like either keep you alive or counter the enemy. So there you could have went Maw, for example, because Thresh deals magic damage, so does Veigar and Sejuani and Mordekaiser. Or you could have gone Hollow as well, third item instead.
So okay, so with the lethal build, I mean, the ones I read, it's all about attack damage and all that stuff, but you're saying that I can offset that by being a little chunkier?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can basically offset it like after.
I always build Eclipse first, then I go for oh, you know what I didn't build? I screwed up here. I didn't build Profane Hydra. I forgot. So I usually go Eclipse, Profane Hydra, and then Cedra's Gauge. At that point, the ghouls just eat people, right? And that slows them. So could I get away with building 3 of these and then 2 tanky items to stay alive, or what? Because otherwise, I just keep building more and more items that like just eat people, right? And I will take your advice on this. So, like sometimes I'll build Hullbreaker just for the health and the minions, right? And I wonder if that affects you. It doesn't affect your maiden, right? I'll assume you're talking to chat. Standing by.
Oh, my bad there. My mic muted there for a second.
Yeah, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, because so I usually build those items. Like I usually build Profane, then Cedra's, and then I would go for, is this Sundered Sky? But you're saying pick something situational or to make me more tanky.
Yeah, so you can continue going Eclipse first and Profane maybe first or second as well.
Yeah, that's what I usually do, yeah.
Item, if your team is losing and it looks like they're about to run, like attack the map, because if they get very fed, if the fed Vayne, it'll eventually come top, or the fed mid laner, it's eventually going to come top to stop you.
Right.
If they're fed like that last game, then your third item has to be something situational, like something to like counteract them.
Okay.
So that game you could have gone Maw, Hollow, or you could just sit on a. One thing I do is I sit on a Negatron Cloak because it gives you 50 magic resist.
What's a Megatron Cloak? Oh, the. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna write that down.
It looks like a yellow and white cloak.
Megatron Cloak. And
or
then,
it's a white cloak that
was
with a yellow outline.
And Hollow Radiance. Well, the problem is, you know, so like I watch Goliath all the time, right? And
yeah.
So he's very aware. I'm just starting to be honest with you, because I started playing season 11. I'm just starting to sort of look at the team comp. You know what I mean? But I'll watch him and I'll watch you guys and I'll watch like the other people I watch because you guys play at a very high level. You know, you're like, oh, it's Tuesday. Somebody's wearing no socks, and I need, you know, and I'm like, oh my god, right? So I mean, I have some of that, but a lot of times I'm like, this is my build, and it's gonna work out, or it's not. You know what I mean? So okay, so situational. So really I could build, what if I build like Eclipse, Profane, and Cedra's Gauge? I just love the slow for Cedra's Gauge, you know what I mean? And then start building situational and tanky items.
The problem is that most games, if one team starts to stomp the other, you only reach 2 or 3 items, and then the game ends.
Yeah, okay, all right.
So that's usually because I can't really predict how hard my team is gonna get stomped or how hard I may not perform. So because of that, I just, after 2 items, I instantly go into something defensive or situational just to hold back the game.
Okay, and what do you think about things like Black Cleaver and Titanic Hydra?
Oh, those are great items.
Okay.
But the problem is, because back then, before this season, I used to always build Black Cleaver with Grudge, Cyril's
yeah?
Grudge.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Because they weren't like, there wasn't like a restriction against it. But now I have to decide between Black Cleaver and Grudge.
Why?
And even though the Grudge slope, it's basically I have to decide because the game, it doesn't allow you to have 2.
Is it like whatchamacallit?
How do I say this? It doesn't allow you to have 2 shred items.
Yeah, but like you can't get Maw and with the other one that gives you a shield.
Sterox.
Yeah, Sterox. Yeah, you can't. Okay.
Yeah, so that because of that, I have to decide between the 2. But I stick with Black Cleaver because Black Cleaver gives you the most HP, the most AD for that specific gold. And the ghouls scale with both, but the strongest thing is the armor penetration from it. Because with 4 ghouls, they instantly proc 4 stacks of it, and then an additional auto attack means the enemy lost 30% of their armor. But the strongest part is that the ghouls gain any flat bonus movement speed that Yorick gets, like from boots and from.
Oh, I did not know that. Really?
Yes, yeah. So if you deal physical damage with Black Cleaver,
right,
the ghouls gain 20 more movement speed. And since the ghouls, they're not gonna auto attack move like we do.
Right.
So if they gain 20 more movement speed, they get to run people down faster.
I like that. Yeah. Okay.
The ghouls will be faster as well. So if you have Triforce as well, when you auto attack, you gain movement speed. They gain movement speed from it as well. And one thing that's fun is if you have ghouls in the side lane and they're attacking a minion,
right,
it counts as them dealing physical damage. So you just have 20. Do you have 20 movement speed the whole time then?
Wow. Okay. Because as an Urgot main, I'm pretty fond of Black Cleaver, right? So
yeah, that's basically why I stuck to Black Cleaver. Even though Grudge is still great.
Okay, so basically you're trading. So you're trading the slow from Cedra for the speed and the dam and the pen, right?
Yeah, because Yorick's damage at the beginning is very weak. So if I lower the enemy's defenses, evens it out, which is basically the same thing the lethality is doing. It's ignoring the enemy's resistance,
right.
so you get to deal more damage at the beginning.
So, okay, so I'm saying I'm doing a lethal build, but this lethal build is just based off the runes I'm using and situation dictates on the items, right? So,
basically, yeah.
But I should be getting Eclipse first, though, because that just seems to, like, sort out a lot of problems once.
Yeah. One thing you can do is then you can go Eclipse first.
Yeah. And
then it may be awkward, but then you get Sorelda's Grudge second.
And not Profane.
So so you have the slow then instantly. And then your third item, you'll get something defensive if needed. But if you're fully winning and the team looks even and nobody's getting run down, or there isn't something that may burst you, then you can just continue your build as normal.
Okay.
So if you're very fed, you can just go Eclipse and Profane into Sorelda's.
Right.
But if it looks like somebody's become a problem, then after Eclipse, you just get Grudge if you need the slow or you really want it.
Okay. Or Black Cleaver.
Pretty much.
Okay. All right.
Because
that comes with reading the situation, though, right?
Yeah, practically. Because in some specific games, the slow is not going to do much because the enemy has too much mobility, let's say. Like, they will just dash away, so the slow is not going to bother them.
Well, you know what I like the slow for is people like Yon and those people that are running away. Like you saw with Mordekaiser running from me, he just slows down and the ghouls just right. So
yeah, against those it will work.
Right, but other people that are really mobile is not, right?
No.
Yeah, I love the
update. Very specifically.
I like the update. I don't know when it happened, but the ghouls just like don't give up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They're like, no, we're coming all the way home. If you go home, then we're coming. Okay, so go ahead.
On that thing you said about the ghouls like following you, if you remember in that match when you were fighting at the Grubs, when you threw your E at Vagar, I was about to tell you, but there was a delay. If the ghouls are chasing and they have full vision and you walk away from them, the ghouls will gain more movement speed. Because if they're in combat, but they're not in combat with minions, they're meant to go back to Yorick. So they gain the movement speed as if they're supposed to go back to Yorick. So you can like walk away, and the further you get, the faster they get. So their DPS increases as you run away.
Wow.
Which is
kind
of funny.
Well, that's huge though. That's huge. I think I gotta get better at just like sending the ghouls in somewhere and let them do their thing. Like that other game where I could have just left them on the Baron. I just didn't want to get the Dragon. I didn't want them to get Dragon for free. But okay, all right. How do you think my Yorick is overall? Like, am I okay, Yorick guy?
I would say yes.
Okay.
It seems pretty good. The only thing I think you need to improve on is just the spacing. Because depending who you're fighting, you either have to stay close or you need to back away.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, like Mordekaiser, Mordekaiser's clear. I got to keep that space, right? So.
Yeah.
But you saw every time I got pushy or greedy or cocky, I died.
Yeah, that's practically like the way of Yorick. You basically learn as you die. You're like, oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
So maybe next time you just adjust it slightly.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I can make the same mistake 900 or 800 times and then I figure it out, right? So
that's practically why sometimes I enjoy Yorick to be tankier, because at least if I make the mistake, I get to like get away with it more often.
So what's your tanky build?
I usually go Black Cleaver first always. And then after Black Cleaver, I get Eclipse. And then after that, I basically decide which defensive item I need. If I need Magic Resist, I usually grab Abyssal Mask. Okay. That's mostly because it's very cheap. It's only like 2,400.
Okay.
It lowers enemies' Magic Resist by 20%. I think it's getting a buff next match, or it was. I'm not sure. But because it lowers their Magic Resist, it actually increases Maiden's damage.
Oh, that's so
Maiden, because Maiden, she only deals magic damage. Even the percent max HP part is magic.
Okay.
So it actually increases her damage, and it just gives you more magic resist, depending how many people are around you as well.
When you're doing that tanky build, what runes do you run though?
I usually the runes. It usually doesn't matter for the build for me specifically.
Oh, okay. So I could run Arcane Comet and buy a Black Cleaver.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, because I like Arcane. I like poking people with the Arcane Comet. I really do. So.
A Comet is just great.
Okay.
It's basically Yorick's best rune for his pets because they can just proc it.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I have the same problem with Urgot because I kind of have a build and then I kind of stick to it. You know what I mean? I'm getting a little bit better at switching it up, like, you know, but clearly I'm not that good at going, okay, well, like it's Tuesday and it's raining, so I need to do this, right? So I'll get there. So when I was younger, I was memorizing everything in the Dungeons and Dragons manual and the DM's guide, right? So back in the day. Yeah. So okay. All right. Well, okay. So, but I'm not completely sucking though, right?
No.
Okay. All right. I did get a couple.
Only a few things you can improve in, and I'm pretty sure you will climb because it's basically going to become like a chess game, like you said, or you're playing chess, but you're going to be playing checkers,
right?
In that case.
Okay. All right.
And that's just going to make it better.
Okay.
But if you do want to try the tankier or bruiser builds,
right,
you can go Black Cleaver first, or you can still go Eclipse first because you're used to it.
Right.
And then you get Black Cleaver, and then you get Sky. Since most of those items are pretty cheap compared to the lethality ones.
Oh, okay.
You should be able to get those 3 very quickly, especially if you snowball.
Okay.
And then after those 3, you can get defensive items if needed.
Oh, I like that idea. Okay, so that's widening my build thing, because otherwise I just sort of build the same thing and hope it works out, right? But I like the idea of Eclipse and Black Cleaver. That's like say what again?
Because
you know what I mean? Like
most of it. Because it's like 2 items for the ghouls,
right? With
Eclipse and Black Cleaver, and then Eclipse can still work for Yorick, but Sky is for Yorick specifically, because Sky has almost the same value as Yorick's Q. It heals you for 6% of your missing HP,
right? And
Yorick's Q heals him for 8% of his missing HP.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So those 2 together, when you're very low, gives you like a very big value. But the reason you probably don't see it as often is because in your lethality build, you only have so much HP.
Right. Yeah, I don't have. I'm kind of squishy.
Yeah, and then because you have a healing and a shielding item, if you need magic resist, you can grab Spirit Visage instead.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Because it's going to increase your healing and shielding.
So I like throwing myself in the fight, but I'm really squishy, right? Like I tried.
That's gonna fix it then.
That would totally fix it. Okay.
And then you can ignore an armor item, and you can just get Sterex Gauge.
Oh, okay.
Instead,
what I'm hearing is you can build what you want.
Yeah, you can basically build full damage, but still have some survivability in that way.
Okay, all right. Well, that's opening my. I thought it was always like you build the runes and here's the items and that's the way it is. But
no, you can go back and forth depending what's happening.
Wow, I could become a terror with a Black Cleaver.
If nothing crazy is happening on the map or I'm not fighting a specific character, I always go Cleaver, Eclipse, and Sky these days.
Wow. Okay.
Usually I have a Tiamat, but I usually finish Titanic later when I need it. I only have the Tiamat because maybe somebody's roaming and I want to clear the wave a bit faster.
Sterex must have a lot of value on Yorick then.
Yeah, it does. I had a video, one of my last 2 videos, I built Sterex with Bloodmail.
Okay.
And those 2 items together will give you basically 150 free attack damage. Just those 2 items.
Okay, all right.
They both just work with HP and AD. So you get Sterex, you get 50 free AD. You build Bloodmail, you get 50 free AD. And then the lower you get on with Bloodmail,
right, the more
eventually leads up to give you 50 plus AD.
Right.
So its value is infinite since it scales with HP.
Okay, so that means I can adjust according. Like if I'm in a Yorick matchup and they're tanky, then I'm definitely going to grab Black Cleaver because that will solve a lot of problems, right? Like if I go Clips Black Cleaver or whatever, that's okay. All right. That's opening my mind huge actually. Thank you. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I'm still not good enough and smart enough to figure out which one to use, but that I can use other ones is great. That's awesome, right?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, since you didn't get to build it, it would be nice for you to check in, like if you can go in Practice Tool, and then you buy Hollow Radiance, and then you buy Static Shiv, and then you'll see how the ghouls will just push by themselves.
Oh, I'm like, so in my head, what I'm hearing is Eclipse, Black Cleaver, and if I get Black Cleaver, I get Sundered Sky, then Radiance and Shiv, and then I'm a Holy Terror.
Pretty much.
Right?
Yes.
With my playstyle, right?
Yeah.
I think it's interesting because like even with Urgot, I watch a lot of Urgots, but everyone I watch, they all play differently. You know what And like one of them turns Urgot into like a kiting champ. I don't know what he like. I'm not playing the same Urgot that guy is. You know what I mean? And then like
is
it's
that Urpog?
no, not Urpog. It's what's his name?
I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's like Q.
Yeah. Q. Yeah, Q. Q's crazy. You ever watch him?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I'm like, what the hell? What's going on?
I'm like,
is he playing Warwick?
Like,
is he? Is Warwick got an Urgot skin? I mean, it's not. You know, it's nuts. So same with well, that's the great thing about League, right? It's rock, paper, scissors, Spock, right? So, okay, well, that gives me a lot more to think about because I was feeling, you know, like it's kind of all or nothing with what I'm building, and that's obviously not going to make me a good Yorick player, right? So, and I just find that macro.
Some variety.
Yeah, well, I just find that Yorick's macro, especially here, because last time I got stuck, I got Iron 2. I just Yoricked my way out of it, and I did. I had a 90% win rate because with Urgot, you know, I'm gonna have to carry and I'm gonna have to be in every team fight. And Yorick's like, no, I got stuff to do. I'll see you later, right?
That's pretty much why. Even though when I used to play a lot of Urgot, I can get very fed. I can play him decently.
Right.
But the problem is in team fights, they're all gonna dog poly on top of you.
Oh, they do every time. Yeah.
You can't focus all of them. So because I play Ilawi as well, I'm like, I might as well just play Ilawi in this case then. So that's why I practically slowly stopped playing Urgot, even though I still like him.
So maybe we can hook up again because my worst matchup is Ilawi, and I was doing a series called Know Thy Enemy, where I play different champs and and I wanted to get other people to show me how to play that champ, and then I get better. Like I've learned that, I did one on Darius, and I've learned the way to beat Darius is don't fight him, right? So yeah. So maybe we can talk again, and you can show me the ropes on Ilawi. I'd be a total noob, but we can do it in draft or something if you'd be down.
Yeah, we can then.
Okay, cool. All right, buddy. I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to come back and see if I can put everything you gave me today in use, and it just makes me feel a lot stronger, I think. So I'm excited.
Oh, wait, before you go, I want to show you the tech of the hollow and static.
Oh, okay. How are we going to do that?
Can you do it on your end? I don't know if you can show.
Oh, wait a minute. I can just go to your Twitch, right?
That too, actually. Yeah.
Will that work? Will that work?
It should work.
Okay.
Or if you go in practice.
Oh, there you go. I can see. Yeah, and I can stop sharing my screen if you want.
Okay. Then hold on. Give me a second. Let me load up my league.
Okay. Let me stop streaming.
So maybe I can show you some other.
There you go.
Specific things. 1 second, then. Let me wait it out. Now I regret closing my league because I didn't think I would need it.
Okay, no problem. I got time. I'm good. So my daughter's streaming right now too. She just started streaming. She streams.
I think I follow her as well because I see her sometimes just play a chill game of Animal Crossing.
She plays Animal Crossing or Stardew. She will not play League. I said if you want to get famous, you just play support and I play ADC, and the internet will love us. It doesn't matter if we win. So just like me, you have to make a choice. Do you want to have fun or do you want to get famous? So
do you want to have fun? I guess they want to have fun.
Well, she likes the comfy games and chill games, which is great. So my daughter's much smarter than I am, buddy. So God bless her. I like that little the chat bubble thing you got going there.
Oh yeah, I make it like that specifically because in my editing sometimes I like a speech bubble that's basically the same.
Okay.
So kind of.
Hi GamerDad, you're awesome. Hi Serb.
Cerberus.
Cerberus is a demon, isn't it?
It's the three-headed dog.
Yeah, okay. Like, I would like one of those.
A three-headed dog.
Totally, I would like one. One you could pet one, the other one could attack somebody, the other one could. Yeah, I would totally like a demon dog. And then
I got 4 dogs.
And then you name it Pookie.
Having 3 heads.
And you name Pookie, yeah.
You have to name all the 3 heads though. What are you gonna do now?
Oh, I don't know. I have to go with Pokemon things or something. Oh, I don't know. They're Pookie, Yumi, and something else. Daisy.
Yeah. Pookie, Yuffie, Daisy.
That works for me, man.
I gave him a second. My client is always mega slow.
I'll take my time.
Okay, there we go.
It's coming up?
Yeah.
Might be a little slow for me. I really appreciate you doing that. Plus, I appreciate it because I got some other stuff going out, and you really helped me out try and figure out the tech stuff, man. So that's great.
Let me go here now. Oh, wait.
I'm doing good, PB. She's very chill, eh, Opa? Okay.
Let me see how I can do this.
I'm just gonna build this anyways. You know that, right? So, I'll build.
It's a great build, to be honest.
No, I'm serious. I'm gonna go for Eclipse because I'm used to doing it. Then Black Cleaver and watch people get sad. It's Under Sky, so I'm healthy. Then I would build Shiv next because that's really going to annoy people. And then what did you say? Sterix after that, or Shiv and
Sterix can work, but if you want a more pushing power, you can just grab Hollow Radiance then.
Okay, Shiv and Hollow Radiance, which is also going to give me MR, right?
Yeah, magic resistant.
Nice. Okay.
Let me go to here now. I gotta remove this now.
There's like a 20-second delay.
Oh, down.
The most annoying item for Yorick is Rylus Crystal Scepter.
Oh.
What is that?
I know why this
I'm not winning. Like I'm not moving up. But if I can play a game and annoy the hell out of people, I kind of feel like I got a victory. Is that?
I mean, that's practically true. Because sometimes you just have to affect their mental.
Oh, and then they fall apart and they get mad, and it's great, right? So
yeah, because they're like, nobody's stopping Yorick, or this champion is annoying me, and then they just get angry.
And and they're like, oh, your champ is so cringe. Ha 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 ha! I win.
Because it's because Rylas can work like on our pets, so it's kind of like grudge.
Right. Well, that's the great thing about the pets, right? They trigger everything, right? So
pretty much.
I love that skin.
Let me see now. Load in. I'm gonna show you some other few tips that maybe I wasn't able to as you were playing.
Are we going to practice tools? Is that what we're doing, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
May take a while, sadly.
I'm not vaping.
I don't. Not vaping. It's cap.
It's hilarious, man. If I vape, people give me crap. If I chew gum, people give me crap. If it's like, people just want to give people crap.
I mean, they can't like have the cake and eat it. Like
they want to. They want to. They want to. All right. Tell you what. While this is loading up, because I might cut it here. So is it okay if I put this on YouTube? I streamed it to YouTube as well. So just because I thought there'll be a lot of it. But maybe I'll put it up on YouTube. I'll just edit it down just to that section. So overall, I can get a different build. I got to watch my spacing, macros key. I got to remember to do opposite land, and clearly I am overstaying sometimes because I'm getting thirsty and dying. Right.
Pretty much, because league players, like I always tell my chat sometimes, if the map is dark, leave, because the league players like moth to a flame. So if the map is dark, they see you as the light. You're the closest thing, most likely, so they're gonna come directly to you.
That's a nice way to put that. So
yeah, it's kind of like playing soccer. If you're offside, it's like a foul.
Right.
And the longer you stay there, not the mistake, but you're going to get punished for it.
One way or the other, right? And you might get away. The problem is you get away with it once or twice, and you think it'll work out. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, but eventually they'll basically catch you lacking.
Copy that.
Goodness gracious.
Small indie company.
Exactly. But the funny thing is, each time before I play League or stream, I have to get into the practice game because I know the game is going to do this. And I don't know why. It just started happening this season.
It just takes it forever to load?
Yeah, it just takes forever. I don't know what
Vanguard
they did. Maybe it was Vanguard, because before that, it didn't.
Dude, I'd gotten a third account. So what happened was I was playing, but like during a really rough time in my life, and then so I got all the way down to Iron, right? And then so then everybody's like, you got to make a second account. So I made a second account, did my promos, got S4, and didn't really play on it. Later on, after around, I found out and got pushed back down again. It was fine. I got a third account with flat MMR, played it off and on for a month, did my promos, and was in gold 1 when they suspended it. I'd won 4 out of 5. But those gold games are some of the best games I had ever played. Because what I find, so the lower elo I go, the more mistakes I made, because everything's becoming a dumpster fire. You know what I'm saying? and you can get, and sometimes you can get away with crap that would be severely punished. Like that Mordekaiser was weak. If he was a good Mordekaiser, he would have pushed me hard and you know, flash W and R'd me. You know what I mean? So yeah. But I could tell he was weak, so I got away with it, right? But then you start to do it, and then so it's like this self-fulfilling prophecy where it's harder and harder to get out of low elo because now you're playing. You know, you are what you eat and who you're hanging out with, right? You know, if you're
practically, you have to practically play. You have to play in a way like where you can punish them, but you don't have to keep the same habit. Like you have to like respect the enemy, but if you notice that they're not living up to the standard or what they could punish, then you have to just punish them for it.
Somebody said, pretend you're playing everybody you're playing against is faker until they're not.
Exactly. That's actually one way to put it. Because the first few minutes, I'm just like, do they know they can do this? They do not? Okay, I'll take advantage.
I didn't know that. Also, if you hit tab, you can look at it, the question mark by their name, which means they're in the fog and can help to tell where people are a little faster. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah. If you watch my stream, sometimes I hit tab very often, and I just hit tab because instead of looking at the minimap, I just, you see like all the heads, but if you hit tab, it shows you who's in the vision, so I can tell who's in the team fight.
Okay.
Okay, I'm finally in the practice.
Yeah, Percy says the problem with low elo is you have to carry yourself out. Can't rely on your team at all. Mid elo is where that. Yeah, exactly. Well, when I was playing the gold games, like people were actually rotating. You know, I'm like, what's going on here? It was
practically. All right. I know there's probably a delay of 20 seconds. You said so.
Well, I think Twitch has a standard delay of 20 seconds, right? So.
Yeah, I think I put mine at 5, but then it probably extends slightly.
Ooh, I get some more. There we go. I get some more points on your channel. I get some more points on your channel.
Points? Point?
Yeah, the channel points.
Ah.
Have you ever used Blurp?
Blurp?
Yeah, you should check it out. So,
is it like a Twitch thing?
No, it's there's a company called Blurp, and they have a whole catalog of sounds and stuff, so people can use channel points to use the sound to do the sounds in your chat.
Oh.
Like mine, I got stuff from Warhammer and favorite movies and the Terminator theme. But people,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I think I gotta check it out then.
I'll send you a link.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see here.
Yeah. Okay. You're leaving the tower.
Technically, I made an.
Oh, you got okay. You got the shiv, right? Okay.
Yeah, I got the shiv. So if I just let these ghouls attack this wave,
this is not a bait.
As they kill, they'll just apply static shiv. Now, static shiv has a cooldown, so every 3 seconds when they kill something,
right,
it's gonna apply it.
Oh, look at that! Oh my god!
Yeah. But if I sell this and I get hollow, and I do it again, I have to find a different menu.
I saw the lightning going.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. I like this. People are gonna be like, "That's such a troll build." Yes, it is.
It's kind of easier to do if I remove actually the.
I like that if you like everybody that has a hard time with a champ says that champ is broken. You know what I mean?
Practically.
Yeah.
And then you play the champion, and then you see the weaknesses, and you're like, hold on.
Well, I played Darius, and I realized I suck at Darius. So I have a lot more respect for people that are good at Darius because they're all like, "Oh, it's free LP." I go like, no.
It's not always so free.
No. Yeah.
Let me remove.
Yeah, it is Percy. Yeah.
Oh wait, give me a second. My grandmother is calling me. One second. She's 96. So just.
No problem. He's a good guy, eh? I like him a lot. He's a nice guy. Yeah, Percy, this is Kampsycho. He's plat Yorick. He's got 5 million points on Yorick, so he kind of understands Yorick a little bit. So, actually, what's his name? Who was it we talked about? JB Poppins. He said he would coach me as well on Yorick. So, but everybody has a different view on the champs. Like I said, like Q, Goliath, and Urpog, and what's her name? What's that girl's name? What's the Asian girl's name? Alyssa? I can't remember. Oh, that's nice.
Okay, now if I back away and I just show you the pets attack away, I can just go here too. Okay.
So what am I looking for here?
Look at the explosion that the pets are gonna deal when they kill a minion. You'll see it back, like there's a slight delay.
Right.
Let me actually sell Titanic so it's not too many AoEs.
Oh, there you go. I see a little. I see the ice. I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, so I like that. I like. Okay, okay, that's cool.
They deal that, and if you have static on top of it.
Yeah. Everybody burns.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you just have it in a side lane, they just do this.
Okay, that's cool. Well, I'll try it because I'm willing to try anything until I get like an overpowering build and I play better and just get my ass back to bronze, so I can try and get to silver, so I can be just disappointed in a different way.
Yeah. So basically, that's basically what I wanted to show you because you didn't get to build it.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you release Maiden with this specifically, then yeah, it's gonna push faster, and the enemy has to react faster. So you just get to
plus their proc and stuff. Okay. All right.
Exactly.
My favorite thing is split pushing and then the Maiden kills because they underestimate the Maiden when she's alone and she just beats the snot out of somebody, right? So
that's practically the fun thing.
That's
actually, I think there's one more thing I can show you.
By the way, I suck at ending my Discord calls. Okay, there we go. Cool.
I know I can show. But yeah, that's practically it.
No, that's good enough. And the ADD brain can only store so much information, and I'll try and get it over the long term. Camps, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, man. So there's just
I appreciate you.
No, it's awesome. So I gotta make a note. I will send you send Blurp. The guys there are pretty good guys, and it's just a fun little thing to do in your chat. That's all.
They probably spam it. Spam the
oh, they do, but that's why you got to make everything expensive, bro. That's why I made that. When I first started, I had like 250 points, and like nobody would shut up. So now it's a little more expensive.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do that. Copy that. Bro, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then where's my thing? There we go. And well, I enjoy watching your Twitters, and thanks for the educational content. And I'll let you know how it works out. I'm trying to do make all this stuff work for me.
Exactly.
All right, brother.
Just always remember to just have fun and stay chill.
Well, that's why I like Yorick. Yeah, Yorick's a lot chiller.
Yeah,
I think
you can just chill.
You're like, yeah, whatever, man. I don't care what you guys are doing. I got plans. It's okay. We get there when we get there.
Exactly.
All right, Camps. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you. Thanks again, and thanks for just this opportunity because this is basically my first time collabing with anybody, to be honest.
Well, you know what they say. You always remember your first, so.
That is true. That's funny.
All right, brother.
Okay.
Thanks again, man. Take it easy.
Take care.
See ya.
Peace.